Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously. So, okay, 4 kisses for you, okay, and I hope that you're all super duper well wherever you are in the world, okay. Now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by, and I hope that you too are having a super duper and delicious time wherever you are in the world, and that life is treating you also most deliciously. So, that makes 7. Okay, my delicious little babies, now then, let's just see whether our little lights work. 3, 2, 1, beam me up, Scotty. Oh, hold on. We having a party? There we go, my delicious little babies. Patience, patience is the key. Okay, now we do have Dave's asses, the little ice cream vans, so you will hear him in a moment. Okay, but he shall soon pass. Look at this. Doesn't it look all Christmassy? Ooh! Okay. Anyway, I hope that you're all super duper well, my delicious little babies. I don't know why, it just looks really Christmassy this evening. Oh, how lovely. Whatever Christmas is. Anyway, to some. Okay. So, the weather in our neck of the woods in the old UK, well, it's not raining. So there's no wind, no rain, okay? There's nothing. And it is dry, okay? It's still a little bit chilly, so you still need your old jacket or really a thick cardie or a thick jumper, okay? So that's the weather in our neck of the woods in the old UK. It could differ in other parts of the old UK, okay? My delicious little babies. Now then, if you do happen to like my video this evening, if you could please click on the like. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. And if you'd like to leave a comment, it's also very much welcome, please, and thank you. Now then, so I want to, well, I've got a number of things to say today, okay? I've just put up a video, actually. Only a very short video, and I was trying to aim it to the sky and to a particular tree. Okay, my delicious little babies, but anyway, not to worry. Number 17. Anyway, the point is that the actual song itself, so, it's, looking up to the sky and the tree, okay? But the actual song itself, well, what happened was, I'll explain to you what happened, my delicious little baby. So I came in after walking with my beautiful and delicious little Ruby Tuesday. And I said to my beautiful dear spirit guards, okay, in my old noddle, okay, and I said, oh, the ice cream van's very quiet. Oh, normally it plays music, but it hasn't. Oh, something strange. Anyway, it must be Dave. Anyway, oh, there we go. You can hear it in the distance, at a distance. Anyway, but normally it does it there and then. So, rather odd. Anyway, and I just happened to ask my dear spirit guard, in my old mind, my old noddle, and I just said, what song do you feel that I need to put out, dear spirit, in my mind, in my noddle? And guess what they come up with, my delicious little babies? Biscuits. Biscuits. I thought, never in my life have I ever heard of a song called Biscuits. Anyway, for some of you delicious little babies, you may have heard of it. Well, I haven't. Anyway, it sounds to me very much like a country and western. Anyway, so what I did, I tapped it into the old, YouTube. And flipping woe betide. Flipping the song came up, flipping Biscuits. And the name of the singer, the artist, is called Casey Musgraves, look at that. Casey Musgraves, okay, that's the song, Biscuits, Casey Musgraves. Now, and it's the lyrics. So please, if you could please go, thank you, my beautiful dear little spirit, if you could please go into YouTube and please tap into the old space bar. Yes, please and thank you. Biscuits, you know, as in you eat them, okay? Biscuits, Casey, then it should come up, yes? And then what you're looking for is Casey Musgraves. You know, sounds a bit like Mudgraves, doesn't it? My delicious little babies. And no, I'm not being sarcastic, I'm being very serious, okay? Now then, the subscriber, you're not going to believe this. You know, you're really flipping not going to believe this. You know when I've done like on certain videos, what's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're never going to guess who the flipping uploader is. Kitty, you know, sing, hey, kitty, kitty, yes. Gaming tunes, Kitty Gaming Tunes. So it's 3 words into one. Now, whoever the uploader is, okay, they uploaded this 3 years ago. Yes, it is 3 years ago. And they have 8.27 thousand subscribers. Okay, my delicious little babies. Okay. So please take a listen, or if you just, you know, if you click onto my, you know, where you would subscribe, because even though it says woman with a view, I'm actually under Mia Tarot Virgo, but for some unknown reason, this has been going on for a while now, okay? You cannot just find me straight away, so you've got to scroll and scroll and scroll. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little baby? It's just like the fake king. Scrolls and scrolls and scrolls. Okay? It's like you just open it up and it just gets longer and longer and longer. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? Okay? And you'll be able to hear the song. You only have to click on my videos and then you'll hear this song. It's really good, actually. It is really good. You know, it's sort of a telling, so to speak, you know, just mind your own crazy. Do you see what I'm saying? In other words, mind your own flipping business. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but it's a brilliant little song, you know. Really is. You'll actually like it, okay, my delicious little babies. If you do not, I actually feel that there's something rather wrong there. Because if you read the lyrics, you're going to get me, what I'm saying. Okay, please and thank you. So we're just going to tick this uploader off. Thank you, uploader, okay? And thank you, my beautiful and delicious little spirit guards. But I just never even knew that there was a song of it. Anyway, there was, but dear spirit, straight away, bish, bash, bong, biscuits. Okay? And that's what you get, okay? But at the same time, you know, biscuits crumble, don't they? Okay. You know that song, you know, the Style Council? The walls come tumbling down. Do you see what I'm saying? You know, things just crumble, don't they? Anyway, so I've got a number of things on to say today. In fact, I'm going to have to leave. I may have to just put this in 2 little videos, okay, my delicious little babies. I may need to, because I just need to get things out of the way, okay, my delicious little babies. Yes, I just need to talk about things. So the next one is redacted. So if you tap into the space bar in old YouTube, rewind and start again. If you please tap into the old space bar, you are being replaced. Okay, my delicious little babies. So it's not been as in B-E-E-N, because being means that you've been there before. This is being. So I'm not being sarcastic, I'm not being, you know, patronistic, I'm not being rude or disrespectful, but sometimes words can get a little bit muddled. Can they not? Yes, they can. Okay? So it's being, which is B-E-I-N-G. Okay? You are being replaced. And then if you look in the old subscribe, there we go. Thank you, my beautiful, delicious little spirit, okay? It should say redacted. Now, this is a very interesting video, okay? And it's You Are Being Replaced, Michael Yon, Y-O-N, on US border invasion, okay? This is very interesting, my delicious little babies, because it talks about tuberculosis, it talks about different things, okay? So it's very serious indeed, my delicious little babies, okay? Seems like a lot of the poison, and God bless anybody, God bless them, who've gone through these things like TB and everything else, but it seems that the poison comes out of America, doesn't it? Got nothing against dear Americans, I'm talking about specifics. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, I am. So we've ticked that one off, so please, if you could have a listen to that, my delicious little babies, and thank you. Now, I've actually put again, see, it all happens on the 9th, which is completion, in my book, number 9, okay? So the 9th of the 5th, 23, or 2023, I'll just put 23. Walls come tumbling down, the Style Council, YouTube, okay? So I'm going to keep mentioning it, okay? But if you look at 9, so you've got 9 plus 5, so that's 10, so that comes to 14. Plus 2 is 16. Plus another 2 is 18. Plus another 3 is 21, isn't it? What does that come to, my delicious little babies? A very important number, number 3. Okay, my delicious little babies, so I just thought I'd mention that, okay? Because you must remember, my delicious little babies, I keep pointing it out of late, they work on numbers. Okay, my delicious little babies, very important. Ding, ding, dong, dong to understand this, okay? Please and thank you. Now then, the next one. So it seems, and this is on BitChute, I have not taken down the uploader for this, okay? But if you was to go on to BitChute, you know, please choose a search engine of your choice. And if you could please type in BitChute, BITCHUTE. It appears that, I think it was, who was it who uploaded it? I think it was the Salty Cracker. I think it was the Salty Cracker on BitChute, okay, that's the uploader. And what this is about, my delicious little babies, a sword fight in the UK. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. Now, I seen this short video, my delicious little babies, okay. Now, was it back last year when I remember seeing another video and they were in traffic, okay, they were in traffic, and what happened was somebody went up to your man there, okay, your white man went up, yes, and just got a knife and started slashing him, okay. So I'm so sorry to have to say knife, but this is really the reality of what's going on in the world, okay? Not only in our neck of the woods in the old UK, in the UK, it's going on everywhere globally, okay? Now, what happened was, the consequence is that the one who got slashed, this was back last year, on BitChute again, okay? The one who got slashed, yeah, your man there, right? Your man who had slashed him jumped in a taxi, but what it was is that the taxis and all the traffic, well, it was all coming to a standstill, so it's like a traffic jam, okay? So your man there who got slashed, he pulled the car door open, yes, he dragged your man out and just slashed him big time. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, that's how nasty it can get, okay, my delicious little babies, no joke. Now, this sort of thing goes on in Africa, God bless, all of the time, and God bless the UK. Well, do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay? But this is big time. This is no joke. And what these two men here were using was what I call, I mean, some would call it a machete. Okay, it's however you want to pronounce it. I just call it a machete, which is a very long blade. So for some of you delicious little babies, you're going to know what I'm talking about, but for other delicious little babies, you're not going to know. But it's a very long blade, okay? And it's very flipping sharp. And it can cut through many things, yes? And you should have seen it. It's only a short video, my delicious little babies, but let me tell you could actually hear, you know, I cannot stand the sound of anything like that, yes? You know, it's like you can actually hear the swords. It was vile, okay? And this is real, in real time. My delicious little babies, it's like one is going on another, one-on-one, swords in the UK. Okay, anyway, I just thought I'd mention it. So I'm not inciting violence, I'm just telling you, you know, this sort of thing is still going on. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. Now then, I've seen, because Dr. John Campbell is back, okay, he actually had a week where he was banged off. I call it banged off, my delicious little babies, you know, banged off YouTube, okay? So he had a strike, okay, my delicious little babies, yes. Anyway, God bless, because we have to say that. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, and of course, all of his audience are so pleased to see him back. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But of course, he's got to be careful, just like others, of what they say on YouTube. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. It's like a lot of them can get away with it. Do you see what I'm saying? On some other platforms, okay? But this here, okay, this is WHO, you know, WHO, World Health Organization. I mean, really, if you was just to type into the old space bar, Dr. John Campbell, okay, my delicious little babies, please and thank you. The video that you're looking for is new health regulations, supposedly, okay. Now, put in brackets, you cut out, that's what they're wanting to do, the WHO, okay, World Health Organization. They're wanting to cut out member states, okay, my delicious little babies. Yeah, so then I put something else in brackets. They want to take over. Do you see? Which is what Andrew Bridgen was talking about, our MP in the old UK. Because, you know, he was expelled from Parliament, you know, for telling the truth and all that. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So this is what they're wanting to do. So to cut out member states. So to me, I mean, call me thick or illiterate, I do not believe I am, my delicious little babies. In other words, what they're wanting to actually do is to cut out, let's just say, with what's been happening, you've always got a middleman, yes? What these are wanting to do is cut everything out, okay? But so it's almost as if, it's not but, it's almost as if they've had a use for those. There we go. And now the use, it seems, for some, I just got 3/4, is now coming to an end. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes, I just got 3/4. 3, there we go. Thank you, my beautiful, delicious little spirit. 3/4. Okay, again, that comes to 7, doesn't it, my delicious little babies? I did say that 7 was very important. Now then, I'm going to end with something now, my delicious little babies, and that is, so please take a look at that and thank you. Very enlightening, there we go, indeed. Okay, this is where they're trying to drive us, okay? But I just do not believe that they're going to be getting, shall we say, away with all of this, okay? There's going to be too much, there we go, pushback, okay? Now, very lastly, for those of you who are so very kind to even listen to my video, I'm pretty sure it was the one that I'd actually mentioned lovely Richard Verbs, not in that way, my delicious little babies. And he was talking to Jason, and it's all about a kingdom within a kingdom, if you get me, my delicious little babies. Anyway, thank you so much to anybody who even clicked on the like or even listened. So thank you, okay, and God bless you all, okay. And for any of my videos, for any of them, thank you. I feel so very blessed, okay. Now then, even though I do have my flipping meltdowns, right? But I happen to be talking about a dear friend of mine who, who came to see me. Well, anyway, so I spoke to him yesterday evening, and this should have been at the beginning, to be honest. But then, if we look at it another way, I wanted to leave this till last. I see it as being, there we are. Sometimes, you save the best till last. It's all very important, okay? But there's something that I want to say here, okay? So I spoke to my dear friend yesterday evening, in fact, till, very late, okay? Because none of you will ever know who he is, my delicious little babies. Well, I say that apart from my close and beautiful and delicious dear little friends, or my beautiful and delicious, because they're also beautiful and delicious, my beautiful and delicious little daughters, okay? But other than that, nobody else will know who he is, okay? That's not being rude to anybody, okay? So I will never mention his name anyway, so nobody would know from Adam who he is, okay? So I spoke to him yesterday evening. He's going through a very emotional time at the moment, really emotional, okay? In fact, God bless him, I did have to say, I said, I've got to go to sleep, because I got into bed and everything, and I said, I'm in bed now. I said, I'll talk to you in the morning. I said, and I hope you're all right, please do rest well. Good night, God bless, my little lovely. Do you know what I mean? Yes? But, he kept thanking me for letting him sleep in my bed. Because, he turned round. Anyway, none of you know this, my delicious little baby, so I might as well just say it. And he said, look, I would have just slept on the floor. I said, no. I said, you do not come all that way, to come and sleep on my floor. Do you see what I mean? I may not have a large property, but what I have, I will give. And any of my beautiful and delicious little baby friends, if they were stood here right now, and my beautiful and delicious, and how I love them all, so I love them, everybody's so okay, my beautiful and delicious little daughters, they will all tell you. Anybody who knows me, who knows the real me, will tell you that I would give up my bed for any of them. Any of my dear, beautiful, dear little friends, any of my beautiful, dear little daughters, I'll give up my bed for anybody. Do you see what I mean? To me, it's not a bother. My sofa, I'm short enough. Do you know what I mean? I fit into it rather nicely. Do you see what I mean? It's not a bother to me at all. But what he was saying is that, you see, because, he's been to uni and all this crack. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, years ago. And he's been to university, and, and he happens to be a business gentleman, yes? He's worked hard for it. God bless him, yes? But what it is, in his years, he's also had ones who, let's just say, have maybe not been so... They appeared to come across nice, but let's just say a few users. Which I'm sure that for any business gentleman out there, you will feel the same, okay? Or if any of you delicious and beautiful little babies know any business gentlemen, you will be able to get where I'm coming from here, yes? So what he was saying is that nobody's ever done that for him and given up their actual bed, you know, to be kind to him. And myself personally, I just thought that was really sad. I thought, well, I just could not understand it. I thought, well, you know, if somebody's a friend to you, then why wouldn't somebody do that for you? You see, I find things like that really hard to understand, my delicious little babies, because I'm just not cut from that kind of cloth. You know, if I could help somebody, if I could give somebody something to eat, if I could give them a bed to sleep, not in that way, not in that way, my delicious little babies. I need to make this abundantly clear now, okay? But to do any, there we go, to do any of these things, then I would do it. God willing, I would do anything to help anybody. But, you know, it's like he got so emotional over it all. Do you see what I'm saying? I said, it doesn't matter. I said, please just do not worry. But anyway, that's another matter. Anyway, fast forward. So, God bless him. This morning comes, and then I get a call early this morning, okay? Plus messages to say thank you for helping him once again. He doesn't need to keep doing this, but this is the stage, my delicious little babies, that my dear friend, there we go, God bless him, he's going through, okay? It's just something he's going through. It doesn't matter what you say, it's just how he's feeling at the moment, okay? And for some of you delicious and beautiful little babies out there, you may know somebody who's going through this or could have very sadly just gone through it. Do you see what I mean? Or you may know somebody who will be going through it. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying? There'll always be somebody, yes? So, anyway, so his mum, God bless her, decided early this morning, I think it was about, after 9 o'clock a.m. in the UK, decided to call the old Bill on him. My delicious little babies. Now, it turns out that, well, she's called the old Bill because she was telling him that he was going to, please do excuse this saying, I'm so sorry, my delicious little babies, but saying he was going to kill himself. Okay? So this is what's going on, my delicious little babies, yes? So it seems to me that his dear mum's having a few issues. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes. Okay? So once he got home, then I got a call. What time was it? It's about 12:15 after midday today. And he called me. And he says, right, he said, I'm in the ambulance. I thought, what was... Do you see what I mean? I'd only just spoke to him like an hour and a half earlier. Do you see what I mean? Because I had to go out, I had to do things, you know, and have a shower and other things, yes? I thought, what the bloody hell's going on now? So he said, could you please speak to the paramedic to explain, you know, from when he came to see me last week, what had happened, you know, with his heart palpitations and everything and his twitchy fingers and everything, and how hot he went. So I spoke to this, you won't know him anyway, my delicious little babies. I wrote it down because I make a point to write it down. So the paramedic's name was Matt, okay? As in Matthew, you know, so it's short for Matthew, okay? So he was explaining to me. So I said, so what are you going to do? So anyway, so he said, and I did have the permission of my dear friend to speak to the paramedic, okay? So I said, so what's happened then, please, and thank you. I said to this Matt, the paramedic, yes? So he said, well, we feel as though your friend has got an infection. I said, well, an infection where? Do you see? So he said, well, we're not too sure yet. Okay? I said, right. I said, has my dear friend, I said, he will be able to hear me on loudspeaker. I said, he will not fall out at me over this. I said, has he explained to you that he has a lot of sugary drinks? Okay, I said, I hope that he's explained that to you. And I said his name. I said, I hope that you've explained that to them. I said, my little sweetness, do you see? Anyway, so your man there, this Matt, the paramedic, well, he turned round and he says, well, yeah, you know, he says, well, we'll discuss this. Yes, he said, but, you know, we're just going to the hospital now. I said, okay. So once at the hospital, now, my delicious little baby. So, you know, I said, please and thank you to Matt, the paramedic. I said, thank you very much. And I says, but I said, I would say that this is, I would have said, rather an irregular heartbeat of some sort. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But that's me anyway, okay? So then, I get another call then, okay? About, what time was this? About 20 to 1, okay? So this was my dear friend again. And he said, Carly, he said, they put me in a room all on my own. He said, let me FaceTime you. He said, let me put down the phone and FaceTime you to show you. And he was showing me in the room with the chairs, which happened to be grey and yellow and black, okay? And I said, well, and then, of course, you know, it went off and then he called me back. And then I said, well, what did they put you on your own for? Isolated you for? And he said, because when they took me in an ambulance, he said there was 2 old bill cars following. So there was 2 old bill cars and an ambulance. Now, when he got to the hospital, apparently the female paramedic, so not the male who I spoke to, not Matt, but the female one, yes, she said, well, to keep you out the way of the riffraff in the waiting room. Now, never in my life have I ever heard of a paramedic saying, well, we'll keep you out the way of the riffraff in the waiting room. So, to me, that was rather insulting. You know, to say that anybody who's sat in a waiting room in a hospital is riffraff. I've never heard that before in my life. I said, I know what they've done here. I said, they've said that deliberately to isolate you. Now, apparently, they thought that he was going to be rather aggressive, which he was not showing any aggressiveness whatsoever. But why would it take 2 old bill cars, okay? So that's 4, isn't it? 2 by 2, and then 2 in an ambulance, paramedics, so that's 6, isn't it? Right? To take my dear friend to the hospital. That's all I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies. That's all I'm saying. So he said, well, they've put these on him, these, what they call these, I know what they are. You know, where you stick them, you know, like to monitor, yes? So I said, is a doctor around, please? I said, with your permission, I said, can you please let me talk to a doctor or a nurse, see if you can find one, please and thank you. I said, because I'll talk to them. Do you say to me very nicely? Do you say? I'll be polite, but I get straight to the point. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? Now, even he himself asked, he says, well, they put these, you know, these stickies on me. And he says, but they haven't taken my bloods or anything. I said, well, this is what I need to talk to a doctor or a nurse about. Dear, and his name, okay? So anyway, so then the nurse comes into the room, yes? So I said to him, I said, dear, and his name. And I said, my dear friend. And I said, can I speak to your nurse there? And he said, yes, you're on loudspeaker. She said, oh, hello. I said, hello. I said, good afternoon. I said, what it is, I said, my dear friend, so I had to go through it all again, sorry, right? I said, my dear friend, I said, has a lot of sugary drinks, everything. I said, anyway, I said, just to say to you, I said, I'm feeling, because of his heart palpitations, I said that he's got an irregular heartbeat. I said, so that would tell me, I said, his heart is beating faster than what it should. There we go. Thank you, my delicious little baby spirit, yes? I said, so that's what I feel is happening here. His heart rate is going too fast, okay? So it needs, therefore, common sense, ding, ding, dong, dong, to slow it down, okay? So she said, yes. She said, yes, that could be what's... Do you see what I'm saying? I said, secondly, I said, he does need to have his bloods done. And I said, simply because, I said, he's having a lot of sugary drinks. He's drinking a lot of pop. I said, not alcohol, it's pop. that he's drinking. It could be anything. Orange Head, Coca-Cola, these energy drinks. Well, we all know about those energy drinks, don't we? My delicious little babies, okay? Some of them are called, what, Monster? Well, it is a flipping monster once it gets hold of you, okay? Very addictive, actually, from what I've seen in my years, okay? And all these different drinks now, okay? So she said, yes, she says, well, he's going to have his bloods and all this done. So I was just explaining to her. I said, look, I am knowledgeable. I said, in this field, in some of it. Yes, I am. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm no doctor, I'm no nurse, and neither would I want to be, okay? To me, I base things, ding, ding, dong, dong, on common sense. There we go, okay? So if your heart rate is too fast, therefore it needs slowing down, it's common sense, okay? Now, if your sugar intake is too high, okay? Oh, and also I mentioned to the nurse, I said maybe he's not got enough salt in his body. Now, there seems to be, over the decades, right, an issue with what some may say, some may turn around and say, okay, and this is over decades, by the way, there we go, my delicious little babies, right? They'll say, oh, you mustn't have salt, or you mustn't do this, No, we need a certain level, there we go, of salt in our bodies, end of. Okay, there we go, all across my shoulders, that's it. So what I'm feeling here is that he's got too much sugar, not enough salt, but I'm also feeling, and I explained to the nurse as well on the old dog and burn, yes, that because he'd, God bless his beautiful dear heart, taken an overdose on the 29th of April, that what happened was he'd had a mixture of different tablets, like codeine and different tablets, okay, there we go. So any one of those, okay, I would have said, and I even said it when he came to see me, right, I even said it would still be in your system. So even though, he's had to project to get it out, yes, and they gave him, what did they give him, this kind of sort of cold drink or something? Oh, yes, coal, okay, where, they do not want us to use any coal, but they don't mind us flipping drinking it, do they? My delicious little babies, that's all I'm saying, okay? So I've not heard anything else since. I did try to call him, but I should imagine that, I'd probably say he's still, there we go, still there, I would have said. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but they were running all tests and everything. God love him. I mean, I never said his age, the other day. I just said he's younger than me, but he's only 36, my delicious little baby's 36. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a young age. Do you see? But again, it was his mother who called the ambulance. But his dear mother, God bless her, she seems to be having a problem. And by the way, the name of the nurse was called Jodie. Made sure I made a note. Okay, so I'm just going to close my book. Enough for now. But yes, so it just seems that, just have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. I mean, she was very pleasant to me, the nurse Jodie, and so was, Matt, the paramedic. But, it just seemed to me as though, do you know what I mean? I'm very passionate about this. If it's any one of my beautiful and delicious little dear friends, okay, I'm very flipping passionate about this. Yes, I am. Okay, because I love them all there we go. So, do you see what I mean? With all my heart. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So, at the end of the day, it's like I was telling them. Here we are. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? But obviously, I'm not surprised that the man's are frazzled with the past 3 years with what's gone on. I'm not surprised at all. Oh, and just one last thing to let you know, my delicious little babies. I don't know if you remember, but a couple of months ago, I did a video, and that again was a very heartfelt with my beautiful and delicious dear little friend Kaz, where they told her that she had cirrhosis of the liver. Guess what, my delicious little babies? I forgot to flipping mention it, didn't I? Oh, it now turns out she has not got it at all. Can you see? Put her through there we go, all this worry for flipping nothing. Do you see? And she was so flipping damn well worried about this. God love her. Do you see? And God love my beautiful dear friend, not in that way and not in that way, but can you see? I mean, it seems very much to me, my delicious little babies, I don't know about you, but the left hand certainly doesn't know what the flipping right hand's doing, do they? Anyway, so that's my video. In fact, I'm not going to, can I be honest with you now, my delicious little babies, okay, because there's something specific that I want to talk about, yes, but I'm not going to put it in a video this evening. I feel it's no. I'm going to do it tomorrow, okay, my delicious little babies. I just feel it's right because I just need, you know, to get my videos out. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but if I put too much, then there we are. Then not everybody's going to be able to catch up. If you know what I'm saying, you know, there we are. And this is it. I mean, some videos, others just simply never catch up, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Just never catch up. But, well, I suppose it depends what they find interesting, really. Do you know what I mean? I like to feel that when I put my videos out, that there is an important piece of information in each video that I do. Sometimes more than, you know, an important piece, 2 or 3, sometimes 1 or 2. Do you see what I'm saying? But to me, you know, it's all very important, not just cherry picking. Do you see what I'm saying? But anyway, that's my thoughts. Anyway, so that's the end of the video. So I'll keep you posted. And please, dear God, Jesus Christ in Nazareth, God bless him, okay? That, you know, that he's going to be all right. But I don't know. Whatever it is, you know, something has made his, you know, his heart race. Do you see what I'm saying? But I would say that he needs to cut down. God love him and God bless him. I have had a discussion with him about this. He needs to cut down on his sugar big time. But you see, he just does not like drinking water. You know, like this water. He just doesn't like it. But, you know, well, neither does my sister. She doesn't like it either, you know. I mean, she can make one. I mean, mind you, I haven't seen her for how long. Anyway, it doesn't bother me anyway. I'm not bothered at all. That's a flipping good thing. Anyway, but there we go. Thank you for delicious little spirit. Yeah, she's too stuck up for me. Okay, I'll just live in the real world. I do not be false. Do you see what I'm saying? What you see in me is what you get. So I'm not being a bitch. That's not swearing. I'm just done saying it the way it is. Okay, I've got no time for stuck up, pompous, flipping, you know, up your own hole. I've got no flipping time for that at all. Come to me in the real world. We're talking. Do you know what I mean? We're rocking and rolling. Do not be stuck up. Do you know what I mean? Thinking that you're better than others. You know what I mean? I've met plenty of them in my lifetime to last me a lifetime. And really, I never want to go through that again. Okay? And that's decades ago. I never want to go through it again. Okay? So I like to be with ones who are like me. Do you know what I mean? We think alike. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, we live in the real world. But she's the same. You know, she can make one glass of juice, you know, with water, with a bit of juice in, yes? She can make it last about 4 hours. That's just one glass. Well, that's not healthy for you. Because, you know, you have to be able to drink. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, you've got to have enough in your system, water and everything, as well as tea, coffee, juice, everything. There we are, do you see? Well, she just doesn't like the water on its own. She just doesn't. And my dear friend's the same. He doesn't like it either. And I said, well, why don't you put a drop of juice, just something? Do you know what I mean? Instead of having the fizzy drinks. Do you see? I mean, I'm not telling him what to do. It's, you know, it's not my, you know, my right to tell him what to do. All I was trying to do was help the situation. Otherwise, eventually the sugar's going to take over. And there we are, and that's the problem. You know, and of course, not wishing to be rude or anything, but it makes you urine, because I even asked him on the dog and burn, because he said they took a urine sample, and I said, well, because I said, was your urine dark? And he said, yes. I said, see, that's not healthy. Do you see? Anyway, that's just my thoughts. You know, because it can affect the kidneys and everything. But like I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, neither would I want to be, but I know enough, there we go, to know things. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but nobody's a know-it-all. I do not know it all. I never wish to know it all, because we're all still learning. Anyway, that's my video. So thank you so very much for even taking the time to even listen to me, my delicious little babies. And so much love to you all. So I just thought I'd just give you an update. Oh, God love him. Okay? And let's hope, God bless him, that he gets better. But, you know, I just feel that part of it's a change of lifestyle, I reckon. Do you know what I mean? Yes, anyway. I suppose we could say that about, you know, many in the world, couldn't we, really? Do you know what I mean? But every now and again, everybody indulges in something. Maybe they shouldn't indulge in, do you see what I mean? But then sometimes you go overboard. Then other things happen, don't they? Okay, my delicious little babies. But if somebody's partial to fizzy pop, well, they're partial to fizzy pop, aren't they? What can you say? It's like an addiction, isn't it? It's like an addiction to fizzy pop. Just like somebody could be addicted to chips, or somebody, I don't know, could be addicted to cream cakes, or somebody could be addicted to the gym, or somebody could be addicted to running, just like Forrest Gump. Do you see what I'm saying to you? You know, there's hundreds, there we go, of different addictions, isn't there? Okay, anyway, that's all I want to say. So on that note, please give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand to some family members, some friends, or some work colleagues, okay? And please tell them that they're super duper wonderful, super duper juicy, and super duper delish, and that you love them also, okay, my delicious little babies? And please keep smiling. Please try and find one thing each day to smile about. I mean, I know that we're going through a very difficult time, my delicious little babies. Well, you know, sign of the times, but we still got to try, okay? And please take care of yourselves, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, okay? Please continue to lift the vibration, and please take care of yourselves and others if you can, okay? And please give a listening ear, okay? It's always very important, okay? So until my next video, sending you all so much love. Take care. God bless. Much love. Thank you. Goodbye.